All right, we will continue on chapter 33, Bereshit Genesis. Jacob lifted his eyes and saw, and behold, Esau was coming, and with him were 400 men. So he divided the children with Leah, and with Rachel, and with the two maidservants. And he placed the maidservants and their children first, and Leah and her children after. Rachel and her Joseph last. And he went ahead of them and prostrated himself to the ground 7 times until he came close to his brother. And Esau ran toward him and embraced him, and he fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted his eyes and saw the woman and the children, and he said, "Who are these to you?" And he said, "The children with whom God has favored your servant." And the maidservants and the children drew near and prostrated themselves. And Leah and her children drew near and prostrated themselves. And after Joseph and Rachel drew near and prostrated themselves. And he said, "What is to you all this camp that I have met?" And he said, "To find favor in my master's eyes." But Esau said, "I have plenty, my brother. Let what you have remain yours." Thereupon Jacob said, "Please no. If indeed I have found favor in your eyes, then you shall take my gift from my hand, because I have seen your face, which is like seeing the face of an angel, and you have accepted me. Now take my gift, which has been brought to you, for God has favored me, and I have everything. He prevailed upon me, and he took. Therefore he said, Travel, and we will go, and I will go alongside you. And he said to him, My master knows that children are tender, and the flocks and the cattle which are raising their young depend on me. And if they overdrive them one day, all the flocks will die. Now let my master go ahead before his servant, and I will move uh, my own slow pace, according to the pace of the work that is before me, and according to the pace of the children, until I come to my master to Seir. Thereupon Esau said, Let me leave with you some of the people who are with me. But he said, Why that? May I find favor in my master's eyes? So Esau uh, returned on that day on his way to Seir, and Jacob traveled to Succoth, and built himself a house, and his cattle. He made booths. Therefore he named the place Succoth. And Jacob came safely to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Padan Aram, and he encamped before the city. And he brought the part of the field where he had pitched his tent from the sons of Hamor, the father of Shechem, for 100 kesitas. Then he erected an altar, and he named it, God is the God of Israel. So, we had a nice short reading today. Are there any questions before we end? If not, we will meet tomorrow, and hopefully we're going to get through the rest of Bereshit Genesis and get to, to another thing that we would like to do together. All right, if there isn't anything, I'm going to end the stream.